Hello, everybody. Welcome to RØDECaster user Meetup. We're live streaming on YouTube on this new channel that I just started a few weeks ago called Learner to Learner, which is what I call a collaborative learning channel where people come together, discuss things, learn together. Doesn't matter where your learning journey is. If you're a pro, if you're a novice, if you're an enthusiast, somebody who just now started doing audio, this particular instance would be the RØDECaster Pro. Or you could be watching it live, you could be watching it in the replay or recorded live stream. But what you can do is participate. What I would like for this format that I have been doing with my friends over in Clubhouse over the last several years, now 3+ years, is taking people live as they come on to the live stream, and they would get on the show and ask the questions. And while they do that, they will come up and sometimes let us hear their audio setup, the microphone setup through the RØDECaster, and whether or not it's overly compressed and so forth. So all that is happening live. And if you don't want to do your homework, or if you've done your homework and then still don't have the answer, this place is for you. Come here and join us and ask your question directly. Now, of course, this entire thing would only work if there's participation. So if you are watching this in replay and have never joined us and do have a RØDECaster, now it's a good time to tell your friends, yourself, mark your calendar, or better yet, subscribe to the channel and hit on the notification bell so that you can participate and join us in our live Q&A session when it comes to audio. I see somebody in Zoom is joining us already. I don't know if I recognize that name. Let's see. We have. Let's see what Ayanti. Is that you, Ayanti, in Zoom? Okay. Ayanti, if you are able to unmute your microphone let me know if you are okay to be on the stream, and we will put you on the YouTube stream.
Yes, I am okay to be on the stream.
Okay, all right. I am so happy to have you. Okay, let me put you on with me like this. Hello, Ayanti. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am good. I'm good. First of all, let me ask you, how did you discover this?
Mr. Charles Higgins. He told a few of us about this, and I was like, my husband bought me a RØDECaster Duo. I have not used it at all because I don't know how to use it.
This space is for you then. So it might be, have you seen some of our past recorded replays on YouTube yet?
No, I have not.
Okay,
This is the
so,
first time I'm making it. I'm normally at baseball practice with my sons.
oh,
Right home, and I was like, let me try and jump on tonight.
perfect, perfect. Okay, so let me quickly tell you how that works. Typically, we've been doing this on Clubhouse for the last 3.5 years. And we've been doing that for a while now. And people always ask, can we have a visual component to it? And so after a long while planning and all that, and now I'm finally getting ready to take my learning and put it on YouTube and do the learning myself because I have to juggle the Clubhouse portion of things. I also have to, let's see if you can see Clubhouse. So that's Clubhouse over there on the side. And I have to juggle that as well as doing the Zoom call. So what typically happens is people would just join, whether or not they have a past knowledge about their equipment that you're using, the RØDECaster that you're using, which I'll find out which model it is, and we will come up and we'll just discuss. If you have questions, if I have the answer, I will answer it. If I don't have the answer, the community will come back with the answer for you.
That's perfect.
So let's find out your case. So when did you get it? Why did your husband get you one? And which model is it?
So I have the RØDECaster Duo,
Uh-huh.
and it was a Christmas gift. Um,
RØDECaster Duo.
yeah, I think he got it just when it came out, and then it was out of stock for a while, and then it just showed up a little bit after Christmas.
Is it the
So
white one?
it's the small one. I can
Is
take.
it sometimes it's like, oh no, okay, all right. So it's the not the white one. There's like a special collection that's white one. You even have your screen protector still on there.
Yes, I do. So you can tell I'm being very forthcoming when I say I don't use it.
Yeah, that's perfect. I mean, this is why you're here, right? You want to learn more about it and hopefully you can put this to use.
Yes,
But
definitely. I should put this to use.
before I go into any further, maybe I will ask. I have lots of questions, and the questions I always tell people is that I ask that question so that I can get a mental idea of how you use or how you want to use your device. Why haven't you start using it, and what is the ideal situation when you want to use it? So when I have that, then I can kind of help me map out like a course of how you want to use it. If we don't cover every single thing this time, that's okay. We're here weekly, so you can always come back. But we'll go as far as we can within the 1 hour time frame. So, how would you like to use your RØDECaster, and why did your husband initially get you one in the first place? That must be something in there that make him want to buy one
Yeah.
for you.
So he always tells me I need to do a podcast.
Uh-huh.
And I think around that time or whenever it just came out, I was like watching a YouTube video about it. And I was like, wow, this is kind of complicated. But this seems, cool to have. It's smaller than the RØDECaster, the
Mm-hmm.
bigger one.
Yeah, yeah,
Less
yeah.
buttons. And I'm like, okay. And then it was just like it showed up because he kept saying, I think you should do this. So what I was doing typically before, I am a project manager. I am a PMP, and I did a bit of consulting where I would have to come on and present a lot of times
Okay.
to business analysts, to kickoff meetings, and show these things. So I
Mm-hmm.
do have a Stream Deck as well, but the Stream Deck was set up for like my PowerPoint keynotes and stuff like that. So now I'm going into a business, and I would like to use it for that in training and showing my screen, maybe lower thirds. and also eventually having a little bit of a podcast in interviewing the people that I do bring onto my service and asking them about their businesses and using that as a platform.
Okay. Okay. That totally makes sense. I can see that the one setup that the good thing is the one setup that we have will probably cover everything that you would want to do. One thing to ask is, now that we've seen the hardware, we know that hi Sarah in Clubhouse. Now that we've seen your setup, what microphone is it connected to that device?
It's connected to a
Oh, it looks like a Rode mic too. This is a
yes.
Rode. It's a Rode podcaster.
This is the
Procaster. So it's connected via it's XLR connection to your Rode.
Yes, prior to getting the RØDECaster Pro, I was using the Wave, the little box where I would plug it in and use this for my meetings because it was just a clearer sound. And when I was talking, they had a lot of people on from different places, and some of them complained about the audio. So this was plugged into that little Wave box, and it was controlled. I can hear it with some audio to sound engine speakers and my Stream Deck. So then he went and got me this RØDECaster Duo, and I was like, okay, I plugged it all together, and I have no idea how to use it.
Let's talk about that. But before we do, let's say hi to another friend of mine, Sean. Sean, meet Ayanti, a friend of Charles. Charles Center here got a new RØDECaster Duo since Christmas, and haven't really utilized it much yet. So that's why she's here.
So she's been looking at her new toy and just looking at it.
We'll find out. We just started talking.
Looking at me, to be honest. It's like to the side.
Did you get the white one or the black one?
The black one. It was a gift from my husband. So it's black. It's small. It's set up, mountain and everything. But
we'll dig in a little bit deeper. Sean, I only hear you on my left ear.
Weren't you having this problem before with John Chin?
I have. No, that was with John Lowe, but John Lowe, it comes in twice. So if you have a multi-track, what is it? DLZ, if it comes in multi-track, if you have multi-track turned on in Zoom and choose only your microphone, it sometimes might come in on the left channel. I'm not sure if the setup is the same as yours or not. But we'll come back to that.
Just say that again, multi-track.
So in Zoom, in your settings, for your audio settings, if you have multi-track selected, you get to choose which channel of the multi-track tracks that come in.
Yeah, I don't have that on. Use specific audio input channel.
Interesting. I don't know why you're coming in just on the left channel. Take a look at it while So he's an audio engineer, so he's like but this is our first setup. This is our first setup, so he's gonna go take care of that.
I know why.
But now I want to talk to Ayanti about your microphone. So your microphone's connected. Is there anything else that's connected to your RØDECaster right now? Is it plugged into your computer?
It's plugged in through, what is that hub called? I forget the name of it. I've had it such a long time. It came out during COVID when everyone was using it.
The thing.
The USB?
Should be not in the left ear now, John.
It's still in the left ear.
All right, we'll figure that out. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
So the USB connection, so USB-C?
No, it is do I have it here? So I have the Elgato face cam. I have my iPhones is somehow connected. It's the apps. Let me go off video for a second and I can tell you what's the name of it. It is all connected into CalDigit. That's what
I see. So your CalDigit is your hub. So it's your RØDECaster is connected to your hub to your computer.
Yes.
Okay. That's via USB. I also have the same setup too. Um, were you able to turn it on and join us, like join meetings and such before?
No, I can turn it on.
Mm-hmm.
It's plugged in. I'm thinking I may need a headphone
Yeah.
because, yeah, with the wave, it came out through the speakers and I didn't really need a
Ah,
headphone.
I see, I see. Now, this is leading, I'm gonna hop a few steps and ask you, and you said about talk about meetings and you talk about Charles. And Charles is a big proponent for Ecamm Live. Well, you know, he told me, do you have Ecamm Live yet?
I was thinking about it. I was just on there, as I think it's a 5-day event or whatever event with a lovely lady, Kat, I believe her name was.
Uh-huh.
And she kind of showed how to use it. And we have this code. And I was like, before I sign and commit to that, I
Uh-huh.
should learn how to use this.
Okay, that makes sense. And when you that's perfect because and again, I want to remind you that we are here every Tuesday. So if we don't get through everything, don't worry, come back again and we'll do this again. And take it one step at a time as much as your brain would hold. So take your time, and eventually when you get Ecamm, I'm also a new Ecamm user. I just started using it since March. So I have a lot of, hence the learning, the learner to learner concept is like, I just freshly learned this myself and I can pass along if I remember the information. If not, we'll ask Charles. So, so the number one thing I guess to do is we can talk, because if you don't have your headphones, it will be a little bit challenging. And if you have a pair lying around that you are able to connect to it, if not, we can talk through the concept while you get that, and then
I think I have a pair. Let me just go off
okay,
camera again and I'll go get it.
sounds good. So and welcome also those in Clubhouse, CJ in Clubhouse. We're doing this live as well. I should probably do this as well. I'm going to put the link of the live stream on YouTube, as well as the link to join Zoom call if you want to be on the live stream. This is the website I just now put up this morning so that we can have you go check out the website and have the 2 links that you might need. If you want to join us on the live stream on YouTube, you can go to the website, which is learnertolearner.com, and click on the watch it on YouTube to see the live stream. You could also jump on the call by clicking on the join call via Zoom. So there are 2 buttons on there that you can join, and we'll wait for Ayanti to see if she can find a pair of headphones so that she can plug it into her RØDECaster, and we can talk through some of that steps. And Ayanti, if you don't have a pair because in the right connector and everything, don't worry, because are you able to find
No,
something?
I have a pair, but it does not have
It's the
cord.
wireless. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll talk through the concept. How about?
Okay.
We'll talk through the concept. So what you would need right now is you would need a pair of headphones to plug into the back of your RØDECaster Duo. And the port that you want to plug into would be the headphones number 1. And the reason why I used to say, it doesn't matter which one you plug in, you can hear yourself. That's true to a certain extent, but there's a certain feature that's only available for just the headphones 1. So you would want to find a pair of headphones and plug it into headphones 1. Pair of headphones that would work would be any pair of headphones, really, but you want it to be make sure that the cord is long enough so that you can stay on your desk and then be able to plug it in. You don't have to have an over ear like mine, because it's big and mess up your hair. You can get ones that like what Sean is wearing, or any sort of in ear that you can plug in.
Not like those?
64 audios. No, she's not gonna get those.
No, that's a custom made in-ear. But any sort of in-ear that where you can plug it in into your
Sony
ears.
earbuds are good.
Yeah,
They're like
Sony
$20.
earbuds. So, but the you want to make sure the end is 1/4 inch. So I'm going to see if I can actually show you the my browser. I'm going to go to my browser here. I should probably turn on my Chrome so you can see it. Okay, so this is I'm going to go to Amazon and just kind of search for Amazon. So headphones.
I guess I should unmute. This is a 1/4" connector. That's what we're talking about.
Got
Okay,
it.
wait, let me.
It has the
Right.
2 lines.
It's just thicker, yeah, and it has 2. But these are my other headphones.
There
so
you
if
go.
you see, that's 1/4". Sorry,
No,
that's
that's
1/8.
1/8 inch. Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually the 1/8, and then that's 1/4. And some of them come with the. See, John, we got the cameras, we got the visuals.
I know, right?
Yeah, and then
I'm
we
loving
can
it.
talk about this bad boy here.
Yes. You're still coming on one channel, but that's like we'll come to we'll come to that.
Yeah, it's got to be you then. We'll figure it out.
And so so you see that the 1/4 inch is the bigger one, and it's
Yes.
if you sometimes might have to buy that separately, like the adapter for it, and what you just need to be able to do is just look for 1/4 inch, like 1/4 inch to 1/8 inch, or 3.5 is the same. That would be the adapter that you can use. So that kind of adapter. And Sony, what is the Sony model, Sean, that you
7506.
75?
Or you mean
No,
earbuds?
the earbuds one. Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
Sony earbuds. Of course you can get anything, but I'm just throwing some ideas out there.
Sony's are they are MDR EX10.
MDR
MDR-EX10.
$20.
EX.
Here in Canada, they're probably cheaper.
MDR-EX10. Yeah, that's something simple that I can.
Yeah, and they'll have that 1/8, so you'll have to get
The adapter. Okay.
the
Yeah.
adapter, like I told you. Yeah, like you just saw there. The ones I have, it's a different Sony model, but these ones, it's a screw-in version of it. But there's other versions where you can just get it just snaps in.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you get this, then you can plug it into the back of your, because this one will have the 1/8 inch jack, and then you would want to have the 1/4 inch adapter so you can plug it to the back of your RØDECaster.
Okay. Definitely, I'm gonna get those.
And then your microphone's plugged in.
Yes.
Is it plugged into number 1? Can you confirm that it's an XLR probably? XLR is probably like kind of like a big barrel with 3 pins inside.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. And you've turned it on?
Yes, I have many times.
Have you gone through like the setup process that it walks you through?
Probably one time, but since I had no headphones or anything, I
couldn't
really,
quite, yeah. Yeah, the first thing they ask you to do is to plug in your headphones and then like make sure the level's all good.
I can show you.
Let's see what the screen looks like.
You want the visual of it all. Can you guys see that?
Yes. Okay, that's plugged into 1. Okay, Sean, this is so helpful, isn't it? Yes. Okay. All right, looks right. 1 cable plugs, yeah, and then you even have those connected, the monitor speakers connected out externally to speakers, I assume?
Yes, the audio engines, yeah.
Okay. All right, good. That looks good. Now, do you mind turning on the display, like the unit, and then let us look at the screen? Let me see where you are on your setup process. Yeah, go ahead and turn the power on in the back right. You still have the sticker on.
I was just going to say, it's the first time I'm seeing one, John. They're a little bit bigger than I thought they would be.
Well, it looks like it actually, in actuality, it's kind of small. You put your palm over it. Ayanti, see, it's like like a little palm size. Okay. Because it looks like the original one.
Well, no, I'm spoiled here with my massive thing. So.
Okay, so once it's fired up, I can tell where you are, and then we can always start. Okay, so you have set it up. I can take a look at it. Looks like even if you don't have any microphones plugged in, go ahead and unmute your, so the buttons that has a little speaker and a slash with red are mute buttons. And it looks like everything is muted right now. So it's okay, so your mic, so you can see there's a bit of a level there.
Yeah.
And if you are, I know, and with you holding the camera, I'm not sure if you're able to, are you able to pull the microphone and actually speak into the microphone a bit?
Yes, it's on a swivel. I've had it.
Okay, yeah. Bring it toward you and then start speaking into it. I can at least visually get your audio to a stage where, have a good gain stage in the beginning, and visually doing it was probably good. So if
so you want me to start
go
speaking?
ahead, go ahead and speak into it, and also press that express button. I call it the express button, the button that's on that channel, the on the very top, that square button. Go ahead and press that.
This button.
Yeah, that button. And then, so your mic is now set at 48, and you chose the exact same model, right? The RØDECaster?
Yes.
Okay, good. And I want to see if you're able to show us how close you are to the microphone, or maybe you can see me. This is as close as I would like for you to be able to speak into the microphone.
Typically, how close?
Yeah, so somewhat close. Like even closer, maybe. Just while we're getting your mic set up, like almost touching your mouth, maybe like 2 fingers away from it. And this enables you to sound the closest to whoever's listening, that intimate sound. Okay, now perfect. Keep that distance, but turn the camera over there and then speak into it. Just continuously speak like 1 or 2 sentences.
Like you're speaking, okay. And it seems to be hovering around.
You can probably go up. I would like to see the signal go up toward the right side of the green zone. So you can tap on the plus sign and increase that volume up to, and then maybe as you're speaking.
2 maybe, okay. So as I'm speaking,
that's good.
You are hearing me louder?
No, I don't, because we haven't connected your system to it yet.
Okay.
But visually, I'm having you do it visually right now. So go ahead and speak to it. I think that's probably a good start. Maybe 54, 55, it's probably a good start.
Let's do 55.
Yeah.
For now.
Okay. All right. And so now go back out to your home, like the top right corner, if you tap on the home button. And then as you speak into it, you should see the buttons kind of, well, right now it's picking up my voice probably because because I can see myself coming through it. That's why you would want to have a pair of headphones. That's to eliminate the Zoom is doing a really good job of not picking up our voice.
Yes,
it's doing the noise cancellation. But I think your signal looks pretty good. But I do want to have you turn on something. Now, go ahead and set your camera down just to have you give your hand a little break. And I'll show you where I would like for you to turn this thing on. Okay. Let me see if I can do this. And I'm going to maybe bring you. Okay, so I'm gonna so I can see your face so that I can see your reactions of whether or not you're following along. So on here, on the settings icon, the gear cog, tap on that. And then go to outputs. And then go to, is it outputs? Maybe I have it wrong. Hang on. I might be, is it display? Oh yeah, sorry, it's display. So settings and then display. And then metering. And turn on broadcast. That's the one on the right.
Okay, done.
Okay, so now go ahead and hit the home key again.
Okay.
And now you should see numbers along those channels.
Yes, you're correct. Now see numbers.
Yeah. So those numbers are kind of crucial for our purposes because it lets me, essentially, it tells me whether or not you can communicate with me what your level is.
Okay.
So if you your voice, if you look at my signal, I'm hitting a little bit over 15, slightly above 15 as I'm speaking. And you should hit right around there as well. If it's under 15, we might want to pull your gain up, which is that number that we set earlier.
Let's see here. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, it's very tiny. So, so here's the tip. It's very tiny, and therefore, if you don't want to really read the number because it's so micro and small,
Yeah, it's very small.
I barely read. I just know it's 15 because from experience. The very top number is 0. The second set of number underneath it is 15. That's the one that we will kind of want to get toward. And then it's 30, 45, and 60.
So when I'm speaking, it's supposed to, no, it's not. It's just below it. Maybe
Just below it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it could be the distance of your microphone because I speak it very, very like fairly close to my mouth. So if you want to, you could just turn up the level a little bit. And remember, quick shortcut is tap on the shortcut button. Go into your level, and you can see mine is a different microphone, so mine is a little bit. It's even hotter. It's at 60. So yours is.
I just put it to 60.
Okay. Does it look a little better now, closer to the signal?
Yes, it does, but still not quite there. Yes, now it's at
now,
50.
when you move up to it, yeah. So that's good. That's a good place to start. And we have. Let me see. Let me look at time. So we're only at 8:30. It's fine. And so what I'll have you do is copy some of my settings, even though it may not be exactly right. Well, I know it's not going to be exactly right, but at least if you copy my setting, you will get a little bit closer, because this is what I typically have people do when they first have us set up. The system is copy my setting and then we'll tweak from there.
Got it.
So let's go into the shortcut again. Tap on the square button.
Yep.
And you will see that yours is a little bit different. Your processing has, I think, 3 buttons. It says depth, sparkle, and punch, right? Tap on advance on the bottom right.
Yep.
Once you tap on advance, do you now see those 8 buttons now?
Yes, I see exactly what you see.
Okay, perfect. And so let's go to the first one. This is high pass filter. Don't need to know about it at this stage. It does something. It filter out certain frequencies. What it is, it filter out the lower frequency. That's what it's high pass. The high frequency can pass. So for now, just turn it off. So the button that's in the middle column, if you tap that black button, the green button below it should go dark and it should say off.
Deactivated.
Yeah, deactivated. Okay. Now, a quick way to go to the next setting would be on here on the high pass filter. There is like a right pointing tiny arrow. Tap on that. It's going to move over to the right, the one over to the right.
Yes, de-esser?
Yeah, this is de-esser, and turn that off also. And if we need to, next week when we set it up for real, we can, we'll listen to it. We'll talk you through how, we need to set up your Zoom so that we can hear you clearly, and then we'll go through the whole setup process again. But start with it turning off. So de-esser should be deactivated.
Mm-hmm.
Then next, noise gate should also be deactivated.
Okay.
And then now go to the compressor, and you can compare this compressor setting. Just copy this compressor setting, and this would actually give you some practice on how do you utilize the device. So you see threshold on yours.
Yes.
It's probably very high, like minus 20 something number probably by default.
Yes,
is it?
minus 25.
Yeah. So what we want is bring it down lower. So kind of approximately where I am. So if the knob has a green overlay, that means it's activated, which means you can use the big dial that's to the right of you. The little big dial that's right here. You can turn that. It's going to turn it up or down. You want to turn it toward the right so that the threshold number is about -4, -5.
Okay, I have it at what you have it.
Okay, perfect. And then under attack, one below it, you just tap on it, or you can click on your rotary encoder too. You can click on that big dial, it switch to the next one. So when I click on it, it'll hop over to the ratio.
Okay.
So let's do ratio then. If you use your finger and tap on it, it will do the same thing. And then turn your ratio up to 4 4.0 to 1.
Okay, 4.0.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then click on it again. Click on the rotary dial. It'll go to attack and bring attack down all the way to the left, 0.10, which is like the quickest amount, the fastest. It stands for 0.1 millisecond.
All right, that's done.
And then you seeing it for the first time too, right, Sean? And then I click on it again, then go to release.
Yeah.
Now I'm hearing you on both sides. Okay. So, and
now I am too. I was also hearing you on the left.
see, and then turn this to as close as possible to 120, which is you'll probably get like the number I have, 119.3.
118. It
Yeah,
won't go.
that's
if I
good.
go over that, it's 123. So yeah.
Okay, that's good. And then we'll click one more time, gain, set it to about 3 just for now to start.
Okay.
Okay.
3. Yes, done.
And you're left heavy still, but you're coming in both sides now. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry, I'm talking to two people.
So he started playing with it. Now I noticed that.
Yeah. And then we'll go to the next one.
Okay.
Which is equalizer. Equalizer, we'll turn it off for now too, until we get an opportunity to fine tune you. So turn it off. You can turn it off one at a time. H stands for high, medium, and low. These are all frequencies. So high frequency, medium frequency, or low frequency. If you want to turn everything off, you can tap it 3 times. So you can just tap on the power button on top. It will turn everything off.
Okay, done.
Okay. Then next, now it's Exciter. Also turn that off. Next week, we will turn it back on when we can hear you.
Okay.
And then customize it to your voice and your mic and your room environment. And then next one is panning. You shouldn't have to do anything. Panning, it's like panning to the left and to the right, essentially, like what Sean was demoing. So now you're set. One other thing I would like for you to do is there's like a master compiler that I want to get to for you to mimic the setting. Go to the home button again.
Okay.
And then once you're out here, hit on settings one more time. And then choose outputs.
Outputs.
And then processing for Canadian. And then mimic the setting that I have here. So threshold about -1.2, attack 0.1, then release. I'll leave the screen up there so you can do it.
Yeah.
Jeanette, welcome to the live stream. And also Dundee, I am doing this on video as well on YouTube, so feel free to join YouTube. And by the way, if you're watching this is I couldn't ask for a better person to join me for the first time. She's got amazing video. And the setup was so great, and as if somebody would probably say, "Oh, this is a setup." No, I'm meeting Ayanti for the first time.
Yes, referred by Charles. Yeah.
Yes. So this is exactly what we're doing, going through the setup one step at a time, at a pace that is good for the person setting this up. So that's okay. So you've copied all the setting too?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And I think that should be it for now, for what we want to do until we are able to get our audio set back up. And the reason I'll explain to you why it's crucial to have the audio set up that way, so that I can hear you as best as possible, the sound audio quality wise. Why is it important to do that? It is so that I can hear you as accurately as possible. Then I can fine tune your sound the way I think you should sound, without all the garbage of like going through the internet or Zoom call, doing all the processing. Now it's doing a great job of canceling the echo, which we would like at some point. But when you have your setup, your RØDECaster Duo and your Rode Procaster microphone, we don't want the machine to be doing all that now. We want to hear you as accurately as possible as your system is able to deliver. So
Exactly.
so what we would like to do, maybe for now, you might already do that. Do you get on Zoom call regularly?
Yes, all the
So
time, every day.
so you actually would probably be more familiar with uh, uh, more familiar than me doing this. You know about the original sound, like turn on original sound setting. Let me see if I can show you also.
On Zoom?
Yeah, on Zoom. Let me see if I can show that to you. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get my desktop set up so it's not too cluttered. I'm gonna show you my desktop. Okay, so wrong desktop. Let me switch to my secondary desktop.
How many screens do you have, John?
I have 4. Okay, so go to the secondary. Okay, so in your audio setup, on the audio setting, if you go to here, audio settings, this is the window that you will get that you're probably very familiar with. And this is actually good for everybody. If you are joining us for the first time, you want us to sound check you or want us to fine tune your system, this is the place. If you're joining us on Zoom, this is a place that you would want to come in and do, because
Exactly.
actually I'm gonna put
How's my sound, by the way?
it's still on the left.
Okay, I don't know what's going on.
It's okay. We have sound check to test it too. So in here, what's different is you would want to, now you don't want to change your speaker and your microphone just yet, Ayanti, because you haven't had your headphones yet. You can't use the system yet. You don't want it to come through that way. So don't change these two things just yet, but where you would eventually want to change, not right now, but I'm just showing it to you. You can come back and re-watch this video, or when you come back next week, we can walk through this one more time. And so this is where you would want to change. This is the settings. Do you have your audio profile? Does it show Zoom background noise removal selected right now? Yeah? Okay.
Right now, we are on, I have original sound for musicians. I had echo cancellation, but I just changed it to what you have.
Okay. Now, you probably want to change it back. Otherwise, for your call this coming week will not be good. So I think, were you having Zoom background noise removal turned on earlier? Like the first
Yes.
option? Okay. So keep it at that. But when you come back next week, we will change it to original sound for musicians. That means Zoom will not do the processing, optimizing of the audio to make human speech the prominent sound. Then there's no noise cancellation and all the additional processing that's doing. And then we want high fidelity music mode and also stereo audio. Just so, because you can start like playing music for people in your meeting calls and they will hear it in stereo, all that fun stuff. So the important part is original sound for musicians, and then turn on high fidelity music mode. I typically have stereo on. Echo cancellation is only needed if you don't have headphones. And also echo cancellation sometimes could also mess up some of your audio quality a little bit. And when you have a good pro setup, you probably want to keep it that way.
It always messes up the quality, not sometimes.
I have a quick question.
Yes,
When
go
I
ahead.
use Crisp, I won't need to use that anymore, or should I turn that off?
Which one do
Get
you?
rid, get rid of that. It's a
Chris.
plugin that gets
Oh.
yeah.
Okay. So it's an audio plugin, Sean?
Yeah, it's an audio plugin that you set up and it gets rid of all your background noise.
Oh, I see,
on
I
your
see.
Zoom calls and
Okay.
stuff like that.
Yeah. So this is what we want next week. We don't have to do that just yet because I don't want it to mess up your audio setup for the rest of the next few days until we meet again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I can already see. Oh, I can see Jeanette is Jeanette, are you working?
She's outside.
She's probably
She a postal
look
worker?
at-
Oh, she works. at the post
she
office.
flies.
Oh, she's an
She's a
airline
flight
attendant. Okay.
attendant. Yeah.
You know why I said that? Because that badge, it looks like the symbol for Canada.
Oh, I
So-
see.
So I can confirm, John, that it is entirely on your end.
Oh, the sound.
Yeah, because I went into the Clubhouse room and I heard me through your thing, and I was panned. But when I hear me
So it must
everywhere else,
be.
I'm not.
Is
I'm
it
not.
in
I'm good.
Zoom? Yeah,
It might be
It's an
because for
eCam
me
setting.
too.
yeah.
It's an eCam setting because everybody's hearing me through you, right? So it's
Yes.
something you're doing there.
So in eCam in Clubhouse, you can hear yourself on both ears. You're saying?
Well, I can't because everyone else. But when I unmuted the Clubhouse feed just now, I heard me coming through you, and I was on the left.
Now, what's interesting is
So my sound, when it gets to you and goes through eCam, whatever, and comes out, it's happening there because I'm transmitting mono, and I'm good. I already checked it.
interesting. And now we have to figure out why it's doing that and when it's causing that, which is interesting. It's part of the fun of doing this live is we got to troubleshoot right now immediately. Jeanette, good to see you. She comes in all the time, and
is she going on to a flight right now?
I just got in from Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
Oh, just heading to Charlotte. Well, good to see.
Coming in from.
Coming in from Charlotte.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Oh wow, look at that. See, this is the fun part
Mass
too.
transportation.
Live stream directly
Right from New York City.
From New York City, from Charlotte.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow. Now, anyway,
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Hi guys. Always
This is
good
Sarah. This is Sarah from Clubhouse.
John, I have like the YouTube channel, I got Zoom, I got Clubhouse I'm like, where's his voice coming from?
Go ahead, Sarah.
Spooky Tasians. Question. When I do my recordings, I have the interface, the mic, all that good stuff. I changed the audio settings from input to output, or was it output to input? One of those ones. Because I found that when I spoke, it was clear coming through the interface and my voice. But if I was like putting background music, I wanted all to be like all same. You know how when you can tell the levels are different from when you got it on from a different device? Will that change, or would that improve, or is that a good move?
Which app are you referencing?
So I go my interface. So for example,
so
I have
this is your audio interface. Is it a Scarlett? I can't remember.
Odyssey.
It's an Odyssey. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's coming in to your computer.
Yes, I'm recording it. Like I have it all.
Where are you recording it?
Off my computer, but I have the interface and I have the mic set up.
So well, I guess we have to back up and it depends on like which app you're talking about.
Okay.
Which app are you using to record? Because it's might be control there.
Yeah, I just played around with it today because I find that when I record, it's great. But if I have background music, like for example, coming from Spotify or anything from Pandora, you know how sometimes the levels changes or there's like a tinny sound. So I was hoping to get all the levels and everything to be clear. I just thought if you knew
Sarah,
or if you come across that,
So Sarah, you said you changed something. What was it again? From input to external?
Yes, I went on to, because I have a Mac, I went into the audio. It was input. I'm pretty sure it was input. Then I changed it to output, hoping that it will sound the same. So when I do the recordings, the music comes in great. My voice comes in great. That's the plan. I'm hoping I did it correct. Well, I didn't do it correctly. I'm hoping
Yeah,
it worked.
we have to figure out what you mean by that. If it's in the Mac software, or is it software that's coming with the sound card?
No, it's actually just the settings that I changed from my.
Sarah, this is
Yes.
perfect.
Is
For
it?
the next show, if you can come in through Zoom.
Yeah, okay, I will. Yeah, no
Yeah,
worries.
how about that? then we
we'll see your
can,
settings
yeah,
and
we
tweak it
can,
right away.
you can share your desktop then. Yeah, that will be perfect. So
This
yeah,
was
so hang tight,
something.
Sarah. When
Yeah.
we end this room, please come join us on our sound check room,
Oh, yeah,
because
sure.
we can talk further into that. Now, while we still have Ayanti here, Ayanti, we've given you a ton of stuff. Is there anything that you want to ask us at this point?
No, I need to get I want to make sure I'm getting just the earphones and the adapter, and we're going to test the sound, and then I would be able to incorporate Stream Deck and all of the things in here, right?
Yeah, so Stream Deck
you
would
pressing
probably
some buttons, and I see you doing some stuff, and I'm
I do
like,
stuff. I do stuff.
That's gonna be a huge rabbit hole. So one step.
Yes,
at a time.
one step at a time. So once we get your audio,
Yeah.
set up, I think that the next step is you need to, like on Zoom call, we can use your RØDECaster and have you sounding great. You can play music from your. This is what I plan for you to do. That I imagine you would probably want to do, is be able to say pipe music into your Zoom call, for instance. Either it's waiting music or
Yeah,
you want to
background
show a
music, things like that.
presentation.
Mhm.
All that can sound as awesome as possible. So we want to do that next week. We want to get your mic tuned up also, so just to have you sound as best as possible. And the reason why, I forgot to mention one thing that's very important. Let me show you. But once we get there, I keep turning on the wrong screen. This one is what I need. Oh no!
Oh, I love that. Is there a name for that?
The tunnel.
Is that what
the
it's
infinite loop?
Yeah.
I don't know. The tunnel effect is sometimes what we call. So on your meeting call, Ayanti, if you see here, there's original sound for musicians. You want to make sure that it's on next week. You haven't turned it on yet. Next week, there are two places that you want to check. One is your settings that we showed earlier, and also in the call itself, you want to make sure that you have that turned on as well. Turning it on in the setting doesn't always mean that it is already on in the
It's usually
in the
off,
call
but
itself.
Didn't we figure out there was a setting in your profile or something that keeps it
like
on?
keep
You
it on?
said-
I think so. There are some factors, and Charles actually told me that recently. He said if you are in a call where the host of the call has original sound turned on, then yours would be it will follow that.
Assuming you have it in the settings.
Yes, if you have it in the systems, in your Zoom audio setting, if you have it turned on, if I'm the host and I have mine on, yours would be honored and it will do that. If mine is not on, yours would be turned off. You could go there and then, force turning it on. But
So
that's something you want to keep in mind.
I'm looking at the YouTube stream and everybody's camera is crystal clear, but on the Zoom it's not high quality.
It's that's because it's utilizing all the power to go to the live stream.
Okay. So I got a quick question too now. I'm what's your suggestion here? So I'm on Clubhouse.
Mhm.
I'm in the room.
Yep.
I got it all muted.
Yep.
I'm here with you on Zoom.
Yeah.
And you and I are talking and we're hearing everyone else. Where should I be listening?
You should be
'Cause right
listening
now-
on Clubhouse. Clubhouse is the most instantaneous, and use the visual on YouTube.
Yeah, okay, because right now if I'm talking, well, people are hearing me through
no, you should
on
be using
Clubhouse.
through Zoom because you're on
clarify.
Zoom, so you should be using Zoom. You don't need the sound from
But
Clubhouse.
people are hearing me through you. in Clubhouse.
Correct. Yes, people are hearing you through my Clubhouse connection.
I'm in the room, but I'm muted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so then hopping back to Ayanti, so that's the plan. We'll have your mic tuned up. We will have you do make sure that your Zoom setting is set properly, because you probably saw earlier mine is a little bit different probably than yours, because you probably used a built-in microphone. What when you have your RØDECaster Duo set up, we will want to have the RØDECaster Duo be your speaker and the microphones. So we'll have that switch also. Just so, by the way, the two RØDECaster Duo users are right here with us. So Ayanti and Jeanette are both RØDECaster Duo users. I said two, I meant duos. So these two are Duo users.
You mean two twins?
Two twins.
Okay, so now I know.
Jeanette was the first RØDECaster Duo user that come in here extensively.
Yeah, but she went extra. She got all white.
Yeah, she got a matching white one with matching microphone and RØDECaster Duo and everything. So
Nails.
Oh yeah! Wow.
So, well, I think it should be. I need to be wrapping this up too because I need to be starting my sound check for the next room.
So Sarah was just saying it's National Burger Day. So
it's National Burger Day.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate you, Jeanette. Please come back if you have time. Still, I don't know if you're heading home. If you have time, please join us.
Yeah, I'm walking to the house right now.
And of course,
we're with her.
Thank you so much, Ayanti, for joining us. This is like I cannot ask for more. For having like an awesome visual and the perfect questions to ask and the right scenario to be utilizing this RØDECaster user meetup. So
well, thank you. I appreciate it. I will be back next week with my homework done, the headphones, the adapter, and ready to go.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And now, if you want to continue, there is I should say on learner2learner.com it's the website. I guess I can show it to you before I go, so that people who are interested.
Like the logo, by the way.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see how I do this. This is still new to me. Okay, so this is the channel, but the website, if you just go to learner2learner.com, it will bring you to a page where you can actually click on one of these two buttons. Watch on YouTube will bring you to the page that we were just on, but it brings you to the stream page. So this one will tell you that it's live right now. And if you are not on if you are already there and you want to join the Zoom call, this is the button that you want to click to join the Zoom link. When you click on it, it's going to launch your Zoom call and you will be able to join us live. Of course, when we see you joining us live, we assume that you are okay that we put you on YouTube. But I also ask Ayanti also.
Yes, that was nice of you. Charles didn't say anything. He was just like,
he didn't mention that, did he?
He just said, yeah, if you want to join and you don't know how to use your stuff, here you go. And I'm like, okay. And this was maybe 2 weeks ago. And like I said, my son has baseball practice and I jumped on today.
Wow.
So there was no forewarning. I don't know what I was getting into.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you all so much. We will wrap it up for this week. And there's a second session going on right at the top of the hour, which will be starting in like under 1 minute. And I hopefully have the system set up so that I can end the show and start the other show without any glitch. As you can go back to the past stream, there were many glitches. So anyway, thank you, Sean. Thanks, Sean. We'll see you in sound check in a moment. So take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you later. Just stay here. If you're on Zoom, just stay here.
So just to confirm, John, I went back into the